Hey everybody, hope everybody's having a good Monday so far. Y'all know what time it is. Just pulled up, fixing to run up here and get a couple of games in. But I wanted to talk to y'all. I had a little incident occur and I wanted to kind of give it to y'all and give it to you in my perspective. Parents, y'all suck. Some of these kids, the way they talk to these educators, I need you to listen. Some of these kids are being way too disrespectful. Y'all back me up. Leave a message. Let me know what y'all think about this. Now, it's after drop off in the morning. Everybody's inside, and a kid comes in, and we do uniform checks. So he's not meeting the standards. He literally turns around and heads out the building. So the AP starts following him out the building. She notices he's going out. And he's leaving. And she asked me just to step out with her, just to make sure, and I'm fine with that. I don't get involved with just normal disciplinary stuff. That's not what I'm there for. So I'm just outside to make sure nothing happens, because he's upset. And I get it, but he didn't have all of his stuff, and they're trying to tell him he's got to have it. So he talks to her like she is 5 years old. This kid is 16. I'm sorry. I find that so disrespectful for these children to be talking to the educators and the administration like that. Parents, that's on y'all. Because think about this. If they are talking to an administrator, an assistant principal, if they're talking to them that way, they talk to you that way too. Parents, you're failing these children, teaching them absolutely no respect, none, no values, no morals, no ethics, no nothing. You let them talk to you like you're the child and they're the parent. So I'm standing there and I'm listening to this, and I'm listening to her go back and forth with him. And she is doing her best to just try to get him to understand a little bit. And I'm old school. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not one time did any of that come out of that kid's mouth. So and again, it's not my place, but I felt like maybe enough's enough. So I stopped the kid and I stopped her and I said, "Can I say something?" And I looked at this young man and I asked him how old he was. He said he was 16. And I said, "How would you feel if a 5-year-old was standing here talking to you the way you are to the assistant principal?" And the look on this kid's face, he just froze. He didn't know what to say. "Well, I wouldn't like that." I'm like, "And she don't like that." I said, "And furthermore, I wouldn't like that." I said, "All she's asking you to do is exactly what the rest of these kids are doing in school. I said, "So if you give her some respect, she's going to give it back to you in the same way. Respect is earned." I get it's not just given. But now, the last few days, every time that kid sees me, he is respectful and very nice. But furthermore, he's in uniform. And he hasn't spoken to that assistant principal that way so far, and it's only been a few days. But Jesus Christ, parents, get a grip on your children. It is unacceptable. Because again, if they're talking to them, the teachers and the principals like that, I can only imagine how they're talking to you. And I get it. These kids are running you. Well, maybe it's time you stand up and be a parent. Don't let your child talk to you that way. Teach them a little respect, especially respecting other people that are their elder. It's not rocket science. It's not anything bad, but you just got to actually tell them and teach them how to be a respectful young adult. Because that's what these children are. And these children, God forbid, They are our future. And the way they're talking to people, I can't. I cannot imagine how they're talking to y'all. And you guys are the parents. And I'm sorry, but truth hurts feelings, but freaking do something. Because the educators can't put their hands on these kids. They can't spank them. So it's up to you as the parent. Help these people, because they are just trying to give your child an education that they deserve. But if your child won't listen and doesn't act right all the way through school, how's anybody supposed to help your child learn anything? That thick, hard head of theirs needs to be dealt with by you. Nobody else. You. Educators, mount up. Put these kids in check. And furthermore, put the parent in check. It's time we stand together for our children and their future. Because these babies are our future, and we need young adults that are going to make good, solid, sound decisions, but actually are good human beings all the way through. Guys, I'm sorry. I love you. I just wanted to share that with you. It breaks me to see a child talk to an adult that way anyway. And I don't get to say anything. It's not my job. And I don't get involved and interfere. But that was one of those situations where enough was enough. And yes, I explained it to him in a manner that he could relate to. Wasn't no yelling, wasn't no screaming. I get it. But come on, parents, this is on y'all. It ain't on nobody else but you. All I'm saying is we need to do better. We have to do better. Guys, I love y'all, but clock's ticking. I got to go make the lineup up and get ready. I love you guys, but please help these educators out, especially the admin too. They need your help to give your child a good education. So stand up. Help them by disciplining your child the way you need to. Make them understand. You ain't got to fight and argue with these kids. They're kids. Explain it to them. They will understand if you put it to them in terms they can understand. Love you guys. Till next time.